hope you're having a good day. Today I'm going to read you a story about Pete the cat and his four groovy buttons. Pete is here with us this morning to help me read the story. But before we start to read, I have a question for you. What are these things? If you said buttons, you are correct. Now, my next question is, why do we use buttons? Pete is using buttons. Think about that. If you said buttons are used to hold our clothes together and to help us keep our clothes on, you are right. Buttons are buttons on shirts. There's buttons on pants. There's buttons on pajamas. There's buttons on dresses. There's buttons on coats. So there's a lot of use for buttons. And Pete just loves his buttons. So our story today is Pete the cat and his four groovy buttons. Now, the author of this story is Eric Lithwin. The publisher is Harper's Publishing. So today we're going to see about Pete and his four groovy buttons. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Here's our first page. Pete the cat had on his favorite shirt. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with four big, colorful, groovy buttons. He loved his shirt so much that he sang this song. Here's Pete over here. Buttons, buttons, my four groovy buttons. Buttons, buttons, my four groovy buttons. One, two, three, four. Buttons, my four groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my four groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Oh no, look at Pete's shirt. 3 buttons left. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my three groovy buttons. My buttons, my three groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! How many buttons are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? One button. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Buttons, buttons, my one groovy button. My button, my button, my one groovy button. Oh no! The last button puffed off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. Oh no. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. And what do you think he saw? His belly button. His belly button. It's all good, Pete says. My button, my still have my belly button. My button, I still have my belly button. It goes, I guess, it simply goes to show you that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons are wonderful buttons. Buttons come and buttons go. Look at all of Pete's buttons. They have gone, except his belly button. The end. Pete and his 4 groovy buttons. Now, Pete has a lot of stories for you. You can find many Pete the Cat stories here at the library. We hope that you come and will check out some of Pete's wonderful books. Pete the Cat says, bye for now. Maybe I'll see you again.